So it's been exactly a year, a whole 365 days since the Capital One Venture X card was released on November 9th, 2021. And it's quickly become one of my favorite credit cards of all time, as well as my go-to credit card whenever I pull out my wallet. However, there's a lot that I've learned about this credit card, so in this video, we'll be breaking down the good, the bad, the great, and the ugly about the Capital One Venture X credit card. But before we start, if you end up finding this video enjoyable, make sure to find your way to the subscribe button and to click it to help support this channel. And also a quick shout out to Xer for sponsoring the current giveaway. All you have to do to enter and potentially win one of 5 Xer wallets is 1. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, 2. Subscribe to Xer's YouTube channel, and 3. Comment in the comment section down below about which wallet you want and why. This giveaway will end on November 23rd, 2022, so good luck. Alright, so if you've been an avid follower of this YouTube channel, I've made a lot of different videos talking about the appeal about the Capital One Venture X card and the bank that created this card as well. I've had nothing but great things to say about the Capital One Venture X card all year, especially for those of you out there that have asked the question, which premium travel credit card should I get without breaking the bank? And the reason behind that is that not only does it have fantastic ways to earn categories that I'm sure everyone can capitalize on, but it also essentially has a $0 annual fee. Let me explain. The annual fee for the Capital One Venture X card comes in at $395. Comparing it to other premium travel credit cards on the market today, such as the $695 American Express Platinum card or the $550 Chase Sapphire Reserve, you can tell that it's cheaper than the other premium travel credit cards out there. But just because it's cheaper, it doesn't mean that it's lacking compared to the other premium travel credit cards. It also comes with an annual $300 travel statement credit that you get every card anniversary, which basically cuts that annual fee down to $95 only. But then on top of that, after each credit card anniversary, you also get 10,000 bonus miles that at the bare minimum can be converted into at least $100 in cash back. With these two perks, it eliminates the annual fee, and actually, Capital One is actually paying $5 every single year just to keep the card. Which leads me to the great thing about this credit card, and that's that I get all of the premium travel credit card perks without having to break the bank by having to pay some ridiculous annual fee. This card has allowed me to enter places that younger me could only dream of about when walking through an airport, such as access to Priority Pass lounges, as well as Capital One's own network of lounges, where I admit I definitely had too much to drink the first time I was there. And while the perks of having a premium travel credit card are great, I'd argue that the ways to earn categories are better. For those of you who are thinking about getting this credit card, the Capital One Venture X card earns you 10x back on hotels and car rentals via the Capital One Travel Portal, 5x on flights via the Capital One Travel Portal, 10x on Turo, the Airbnb of car rentals, 10x on the upcoming exclusive Capital One Luxury Hotel Collection, the Premier Collection, and then the good thing that I want to mention about this credit card, and that is 2x on everything else. The 2x on everything else, in my opinion, is a game changer, because without having to switch to another Capital One credit card, the Capital One Venture X card can be my go-to credit card whenever I hit a category that my other credit cards don't earn any points on. The other good thing that I wanted to talk about was the Capital One Travel Portal and how user-friendly it's been over the past year since having this card. While some may argue that being forced to use the travel portal to get 10x back on hotels and car rentals or 5x back on flights might be a deal breaker, I've honestly haven't had any issues with it. Over the past year, my girlfriend and I have gone on a ton of different trips, and all of them have gone off without a hitch. Not only has searching for flights been pain-free, with me being able to confidently say that whatever flight you find on the portal will be exactly the same price as anything you find on any other travel website, the travel portal gives me some guarantees that allows me to never have to worry about anything. The first guarantee that the portal gives me is the ability to notify me if my watch flight changes in price. This means I don't have to spend every single day looking at websites to see if prices change or not, because Capital One will personally send me updates about any price changes. The second guarantee is their price match guarantee, so that I can rest easy knowing I'm always going to get the best price for my flights. Capital One guarantees that if the price of my flight changes and is lower than the amount that I paid when booking the flight, Capital One will give me back the difference as a statement credit. This feature alone has alleviated a ton of headaches for me when booking through the travel portal. Moving on, this is where I have kind of a gripe against Capital One. The Capital One Venture X card can arguably be called the best credit card of 2022, but the rest of Capital One's credit card lines need to keep up. The cashback that you earn on the Venture X card, the Venture card, or the Venture One card are called miles. Similar to how Chase cards earn ultimate reward points or American Express with their membership reward points. But the rest of the Capital One credit card lines earn strictly cash back. Don't get me wrong, I always love a cashback credit card, but in terms of competition, this is where the ugly can get for Capital One. In the past year, as we all know, Capital One has been pushing the meta again and again. From creating their own exclusive airport lounge network, adding bonus perks such as the Cultivus or Turo, the creation of the Capital One Landings or Premier Collection, or the exclusivity of the Taylor Swift tickets that you can get on pre-sale on November 15th, they haven't switched over to a point system like Chase or American Express, which I feel like it definitely inhibits me from saying that the Capital One ecosystem is on par with the Chase ecosystem or the American Express ecosystem. Hopefully in the next year they make that change, because as soon as they do, I can arguably say that they'd be one of the best ecosystems out there. And speaking of points, the bad thing about this premium travel credit card when I got it was its sign-up bonus. For those of you out there that didn't know the sign-up bonus offer when it was first released, it was 100,000 Capital One miles after spending $10,000 on purchases within the first 6 months of account opening. There was also a $200 statement credit for rental properties like Airbnb or Vrbo, but a lot of people discovered that you can actually use that credit towards paying rent on your apartment or housing. And while it may seem great at first to get that 100,000 bonus mile offer, especially since other premium or mid-tier travel credit cards have done it in the past, none have ever really required you to spend that $10,000 spending cap. And honestly speaking, it was a lot more difficult than I anticipated in hitting that spending cap. In comparison, the current sign-up bonus offer for the Venture X card is 75,000 bonus miles after spending $4,000. Doing a simple return on investment calculation, my sign-up bonus offer was 10% ROI, while the current sign-up bonus offer is 18.75% ROI. And this is a lesson for me and for those of you out there getting credit cards in the future. Make sure to get credit cards with offers that you can reasonably afford, instead of forcing yourself to spend unnecessary money when you really don't have to. 100,000 miles may seem like a great offer, but when you have to spend $6,000 more in order to attain that goal, it might not be. So after explaining the good, the great, the bad, and the ugly about the Capital One Venture X card, do you see yourself getting it for yourself? Granted, these are personal experiences that I've had, and I like to point out that not everyone has had the same experiences as me. But anyways, these were some of the thoughts that I've had since getting this premium travel credit card a year ago. I think that the Capital One Venture X card was and is a great premium travel credit card to get. In my opinion, when it arrived on November 9th, 2021, it was definitely a game changer. Let me know about your personal experiences with the Capital One Venture X card. Do you love this credit card or do you hate it? Let's talk about it down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure to participate in the extra giveaway that's going on right now. In order to participate in potentially winning 1 of 5 extra wallets of your choice, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to Xtra's YouTube channel, and also comment in the comment section down below about which wallet you want and why. Thank you for watching as always. Until next time, everybody, stay safe out there. Peace.